Hey guys, how you doing? I have a box in the mail from Davis Comic Finds. Thank you so much, Davis. Sorry if my eyes are a little messed up today. I had to call in the job because I couldn't see very well, but I think I can see well enough to open up these books and see what he sent me. Since he got them out to me so quick, I didn't want to postpone. Thanks very much, Davis. It's in a priority mailer box. Sorry, it's not open in advance. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good August. It's hasn't been too bad over here yet, but we might be getting a late summer. There's a scroll on the side here. Whoa, this looks like it is. It's original art. Penciler Patrick Olive. Oh man. Inker Teen Wen. It's from Catwoman issue. Catwoman issue 3. Excuse me, issue 28, page 3. Interiors. I don't think I have any full-page original art that isn't my own. Would you look at this? It's Valentine's Day in Gotham City. This is great. And it looks like we have Selena, maybe, and a colleague in their cubicles. Wow. Man, oh man, I gotta get this in a top loader. I'll have to find out what series this is from and what the dialogue is. It might not be Selena, but I think she kind of wears her hair real short like that in the more recent volumes. And then in the second to last frame, they're facing each other and then they part ways. That is really clean inking. No whiteout. And there's a graph of suicide and murder. That's Gotham for you. Make no mistake about it. Thanks, man. That is very clean. I'm gonna let this rest flat for a little while. What a way to start. An on-card Pirates of Darkwater Ren. That's awesome. I just so happen to have my nibbler right here. I didn't realize how much bigger he'd be. Of course, this might necessarily be to scale, like in the original Masters of the Universe. I guess Mattel made those. Orko is huge compared to He-Man, you know? So he might be like the size of Needle from Conan the Adventurer. Man, on card. Ren, yeah. That is nice. You have the original 8-back. I don't know if they went past the original 8-back, but the painting, the brushwork on this water is amazing. I mean, it is really good. It is really, really good painting on that water. That is some dark water. I forgot about this, Davis. I know you mentioned this Hasbro toys. Awesome. Put him over here. couple mailers in here. It's nice packaging. Use some of these water noodles. These are a really good idea. These are like $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and it's really practical. It's really smart, actually. Let's get into the first bundle here. All right. Let's see if my peepers are ready for this. I actually wore my glasses driving last night because I couldn't focus, but I'm okay now. All right. Oh, man. Shadowhawk, issue 4. I believe this might have been the one where they revealed his identity. There was a big contest to see if you could figure out who Shadowhawk was out of the ensemble cast.
I'm the guns of the Navarro.
Savage Dragon. I believe I have this book. I know one of these glows in the dark. And that is very clearly a Jim Valentino, Eric Larson collaboration cover. I really have a soft spot for Valentino. I want to get more of his Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, too. The way he draws a lot of people... Oh, excuse me. I feel a sneeze coming up. The way he draws a lot of people, Valentino's style, they would find to be very flat. Just the way he draws, he doesn't draw with a huge amount of dimension, as opposed to Larson, who is all about dimension. So that's a nice little contrast. Thanks, man. I do not have this book. I have several issue 1s, but only a couple of... Maybe I have like the glow-in-the-dark cover too. Hey, this is the glow-in-the-dark cover. Sweet. Now I can put one up on the wall. I haven't had a lot of luck with my glow-in-the-dark covers lately, but I know like this one and from that Tex Avery Ghost Rider series, these glow-in-the-darks are really good. I tried to light up a Spectre glow-in-the-dark, and the Illuminatis were not having it. That's a great book. You can just kind of see what I mean. Like, his style is really clearly Valentino. He's not trying to make the art bulge out at you. It's just he's doing it the way he does it. He came very much out of the indie art scene. Oh, man, yes. Shadowhawk 2. Yeah, this is great. Guest starring Spawn. He was calling in all of his buddies. Jim Valentino has done a great job of... Can't remember exactly what his category is at Image. He's pretty high ranking though. You know, he could even be like publisher level. So he's, even though we don't always see him putting out books, he's been a very busy man the last 30 years. That is a nice copy of number 1. I almost tracked down a newsstand of this, but I really prefer the real deal. This book was such a big deal when it came out. I've said this before, but I remember trading this book for a copy of Wolverine 10 with my friend Tony Gilliam's brother out of his original, shelf-bought Wolverine collection. He thought this book was just great. He hadn't been collecting comics for a long time. He was Tony and I were probably like 13-year-olds, and he was maybe 20, and he hadn't seen comics in a while, so I brought some of these over, and he was blown away by Image Comics. He really wanted a copy of this. So I thought, man, first Sabretooth Wolverine fighting, even as a 12-year-old in the early 90s, I knew that early 80s Marvel keys were more significant than Image, but I still think the Image stuff's, that's my foundation. Whoa. Watchmen 3. I shall go to him. I shall go to the indestructible man and tell him someone wants to murder him. This is beautiful. That was probably my highest moment at the convention scene, was meeting Dave Gibbons. Dave Gibbons, I don't think I've ever exceeded that. I only have one issue of this. I have issue 11 with the butterfly snow cover. Beautiful, man. Every cover is the first panel of the story. That was really, really a great idea. And I love that Watchmen series. That was one of the best things I'd ever seen. The character of Looking Glass, that was amazing. And the first 2 episodes, I was kind of like, oh man, what is this? But by the third, captured my imagination. Me and my brother were hooked. Ozymandias' daughter, she was a great villain. Fantastic. Wow. Look at that Gwen Stacy. Campbell. This is the first time I've seen Campbell really draw anything like this since Gen 13 with the butterflies. He was drawing all kinds of insects and creatures in that book. It's nice to see him working on that. My eyes are feeling better already with that eye candy. Beautiful. This doesn't look like the usual Nirafino. This is, what does that say, Mia Moss doing the colors? Is she a Gwendolyn or a Guinevere? I don't know. I love the black headband. Whew, beautiful summer girl book for a balmy summer day. Can't ask for more than that. And I hope you like the stuff I sent you, Dave. I'm thinking you will. I'm just a little self-conscious about seeing original art. Oh well. Whittle me down to size. Marvel Legacy. Let's get a little closer look at this. I see. It's a variant cover. Female characters. Let's see. Squirrel Girl. Is that Moon Girl? I know she's from Doctor Strange. My brother got a Marvel Legends of her. I don't think it's America Chavez though. Who's that, Spider-Woman or Spider-Girl? Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Medusa Oblongata. Electra. I didn't know that. Moon Girl goes for that kind of gadgetry, like the kid from Goonies with slippery shoes. Slippery shoes. This is a cool cover. Oh, look at Squirrel Girl's going after an acorn. I'm gonna resist the urge to make a D's nuts joke. Whoa. That's a Wonder Woman cover. Art Germ. I got so confused right around this time because Art Germ did a character on a Marvel book that looked just like this. And everyone bought it, you know. And a lot of us didn't know who it was. That's the real deal. It's Wonder Woman. It's a great cover. Nice and hazy. Wow. I completely missed out on this cover by the Frizz. Oh, dude. My brother might want this cover. Wow. Wow. I talk about Gibbons being my highest smelling meeting an artist, but this one almost prevails. Just when you think she's out of ideas, Frizen will make a close-up or something, and she'll make a cover like you've never seen before. And if she ever kind of gets to a point on a character where she's getting like where she maybe feels she's redundant, she'll start working on a character and do stuff you've never seen before. Wow, I did not get this one. I really like Ramvi's writing too. 499 variant. Cardstock. Oh my gosh. That's just tranquility right there. Right. Exo Manowar issue 3. Matt Kent, Tomas Yarlo, David Mack, and Diego Rodriguez. I always got a kick out of this logo. It reminded me of the 1930s and 40s detective or action. So I do have a section of these that I'm kind of working on. A friend of mine does really like these later Exo Manowars. He's been telling me I should read them. The coolest thing is he categorizes, this is Albo talking, he categorizes, what is it? Oh yes. When Exo and Turok first encountered, he compared Exo's dynamic as that of Superman's, and I guess Turok as that of Batman, being more on the ground, detective of the land. And later on, the dynamic changed, became another character. But it's actually a really nice painted cover. It's hard to make out, but it looks like an old pulp cover. Once you break it down. have here? Warlords of Appalachia. This is Boom Studios. Sorry, couldn't help but laugh. I did that joke song about Davis having his radio set to Appalachian music one time. That was a while ago, though. I've been having so much fun with editing that it's kind of nice to just shoot a video straight up. This is actually turning out to be a really good video, I think, too. These are awesome books. Awesome. Is that a Stranko? Yeah. When I met Larson at it was kind of like a cocktail lounge area with a waterfall setting at a really nice little hotel in, what was that, Newport Beach. Stranko was the guest of honor, but I jammed out of there before he showed up. I just met Larson. I knew Stranko was going to be running late because I think he had signed it earlier that day. My friend AG met him, and I could just tell that Stranko was going to be running late. So I only had books for Larson, and I can never remember her name, but she was John Byrne's editor on Sensational She-Hulk. And I was going to have her Renee, I can't remember her last name, Renee Stethadler, but she was also Arthur Sudan's manager, so she's been to hell and back. But I was going to have her sign something, and I didn't really know what Stranko was going to be writing. And yeah, it's just nice to have a Stranko cover. If you were to get something signed, I guess this would be a great piece. But what is this book, though? It's a Captain America #1. What is the book, though? Let's see. So I might want to read this. I'm not sure. Okay, it's the #1 from September 2018. Okay. It's a Hydra story. Cool. Thanks, man. It's a cool cover. We got another bundle here. It's going to be a long video. Giving us some good stuff, Davis. I just finished being sick for 3 weeks. That was almost 10 days ago, though. So I'm just barely starting to feel like my old self. So I hadn't even really been looking at books. So this is just like an explosion of the imagination right here. I was so glad when I got home and these books were waiting on the porch. My mail I seem to be able to get stuff when people send me like an A-OK, but if I order something, it ends up in Tunisia. All right. I guess I'm lucky when I need to be. And when I'm selfish and buy stuff for myself, it ends up in Helsinki.
I say Geneva, you hear Helsinki? Huh?
Wow. Gothopia. Oh, man, sorry. That looks like a Dodson cover. This is weird because I have a lot of these Catwoman New 52s and I don't have this one. I guess I didn't go that far with it. It's dressed like Robin. Cat fight. It's almost like, you know, you have Catman for Batman, but it's almost like you have an equivalent to this Robin girl. And all the bats in the background. That is sweet. It's making me hungry. Whew. Whoa. Teen Titans 1. Excellent. I do have a Teen Titans section I've been working on. Oh man, Dan Jurgens and George Perez. This is just a really good era in DC, 96. There's a lot of people I know who would contradict that. And I like the old comics too, but some people might not like this book at all. They'd only want the older ones. But I think this is still a pretty good era. Like, I could pick up almost any DC book around about that Death of Superman era and read it and know what's going on. That's a good comic. And a good editorial staff where you just know what's up. Whoa. Teen Titans Volume 1, add to my run. I don't have 35. 35 center, issue 53. Oh no. Barbara Troy's giving her mother a double fist punch. Say it ain't so. Oh, Wonder Girl, you're gonna regret that. No, that's the cat fight cover. The other one was good. Actually, this is like the Tiny Toons. If Buster Bunny was beating up Bugs and Plucky Duck was hammer punching Daffy, Hampton J. Pig body slamming Porky Pig, Foul Mouth putting the hurt on Foghorn Leghorn. Look at the insubordination here. Simultaneous. It's like cats in unison. Everyone is following through. Look at Batman, and just completely got caught with his guard down. Man, if this was a boxing match, you'd lose a point for that. How does Robin completely catch that left hook on Batman? I mean, he's telegraphing it from a mile away. Batman completely has his guard down. And not only that, but it looks like Robin's kneeing him in the groin, so he's getting a double whammy. Got Aqualad just getting this haymaker in on Aquaman. All over Buckler. Wow. The never before revealed origin of the Teen Titans. Ah, it's a case book. At least you can see Wonder Girl. She's already realizing what she's done. It's like Verbal Kent says in The Usual Suspects. How do you shoot the devil in the back? What if you miss? Oh my God. Look at this cover. Titans 41, a 20 center. Oh, it's a cryptic ghoul cover. I really like these ones right here when they're... This is not floating heads. Speedy, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, and Robin. That is a good cover. Wow. Nice work, man. I never noticed it, but all the Titan members have a little bit of red to their uniform. Man, sorry, I look about 50 years old today. Ooh. Oh well, easy come, easy go. Another 20 center. 40. Issue 40 from August. Oh, I guess this is about 71? Maybe 72 at the latest. Definitely not 69. Wow, underwater cover. I'm not sure who that is. If it's Aqualad, he's the only one who's not panicking. It's like later on when they're interviewing them. It's like Robin's like, I can't believe we made it. I truly thought we were gonna die. And, you know, Wonder Girl's like, I've been training for this my whole life. I wasn't too panicked, but there was a moment when I was worried. And you got Speedy, or yeah, Speedy. He just looks like he's accepted it. And then you got Aqualad. I don't know what the big deal was. I mean, geez, we were just being pulled by our necks under the water. I mean, I don't know what all the fuss was about. Look at Robin's being led, so he's been underneath the longest. No gadgetry. Even his cape is kind of flagging. Like, that's how dejected he is. And then you have the guy who's able to most accept it, and he's been underwater the least long amount of time. And he's rolling his eyes over how manageable it is. This guy's cool. This guy actually looks like he could be a He-Man character. Merman's cousin. Oh, this is good. 52-page, issue 39. Plus a Hawk and Dove story. Fantastic. Why is Robin always leading the way? I mean, let a girl make an entrance. Donna Troy's like, alright. Completely obscured by the yellow cape. It's kind of a showboat move. I mean, Robin's clearly the Lauryn Hill in the band. Little old Wyclef Speedy is just kind of like, alright guys, I guess. That's not Speedy. How did I get that wrong? Archer, Kid Flash, Speedy. That's so confusing. Why is the junior Green Arrow a Speedy and Kid Flash? They should call Kid Flash Speedy. I can call Green Arrow's compadre, Arrow Jr. Oh. And now we have a Hawk and Duck. Hawk and Duck. No, different, wrong bird. Hawk and Dove. Hawk and Duck would have been pretty cool, though. Oh, jeez. This was when Dove was still a dude. Hawk and Duck. Oh, wow. That's a cool looking Aqualad. Look at Aqualad. He's like, sorry, Wonder Girl, there's only so much room on this plank. Never mind that I could perfectly sustain the water, transferring it into oxygen for my lungs. You wait down there hanging from that rope. Oh, man. That is some good water. Between this one and the Pirates of the Dark Water, this is sick. That's some good time. Hawk and Dove. Not doing too good under the water. A seagull would be doing a lot better than a hawk or dove. Wow, that's good though. That's a good use of space. Perfecto. Jumping forward to 2010, Teen Titans 78, Blackest Night. Deathstroke and Lady Deathstroke. Wow. That Uzi's pretty scary looking. It's a nice cover, actually. I bet the original art looks pretty good. Teen Titans 77 are also from 2010. Joe Bennett, after George Perez. They keep the color on these covers to a minimum, I'm seeing. Very stark. Magnus 1 in 50 incentive, this is labeled on the back. What's this? Magnus. Check this out. Magnus, 1 of 1, by Dynamite, with a Turok backup story, written by Kyle Higgins. Magnus Between Two Worlds. It is that Magnus. That is excellent. A 1 in 50. Really cool. Actually, in 2010 or so, I was buying these Magnuses and the Turoks and the Solars, and they were really good. Shooter was writing them. The Turok in particular was very good. Very good. It's a really nice variation cover. And we have a certificate, Dynamic Forces cover. Just a few more books. Oh, is that a Lisner? Barbarella. 400 copies. Wow. Tremendous. He goes really loose on those planets because he's gonna painstakingly paint them later. That is great. Wow. Excellent, man. With the certificate. Oh, yeah. I've been collecting these. I don't have this Betty Boop cover. I have the Howard Chaykin variant. These are some of the most gorgeous books. The interior art reminds me of Cuphead.
Bruce Lee's on my head, but don't call me a Lee head.
It's so good. It really captures that 1940s. Gosh, the cell animation, the black and white cell animation. Perfecto. Betty Boop. 3/4 stare at an angle. Another Betty. Another Betty I don't have. Fleischer Studios Incorporated. Oh, it's another variant, issue 1. Gisleeb. Yeah, I was so delighted when I opened these up. The art. I guess this video is going to be 50 minutes anyway. So as long as I'm shooting at the Titanic, let's see this baby go down. Where's my scissors? That moment when you call in to take a job off and you realize all the money you missed out on, but then you're like, man, the hours of time I'm gonna have to play some music and label these bad suckers tonight. So anyway, this art is so great. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times you buy a Dynamite book and the art on the inside isn't anywhere near as good as the exterior art, but on these Bettys, it's just unbelievably beautiful. It looks like cartoons. Yeah, thanks, man. I love these. I only had the shaken cover. That's really good listening, man. I made that. I shared these a long time ago. I shared that I had some Bettys a long time ago. Those are going to go great in the PC. Okay. Oh, yeah. Excellent, man. I just sent one of these to PGH Zombies, so now I got one back. Actually, it's good because I don't know if I had issue 1 left. Eleanor and the Egret. John Layman, who worked on Chew, and the great Sam Keith. It's a really cool book. This young woman uses this stork-like bird to be a jewel heist, a cat burglar. I think I could tell you that much without, that's kind of your lead-in, without spoiling anything. A very mystical fantasy book. And here we have a Chew. John Layman, Don Boltwood. We never got around to reading this. So someone was recommending the trades at a comic store, but I know they're doing another series where it's his daughter. All I know is they live in a world where chicken meat is illegal, so chicken meat becomes a black market cuisine. Sounded interesting, but I never followed through, so I have issue 7 here. Let's have some French food. 2 more books. Whoa! I was not expecting that. Vampirella, The Dark Powers. I've seen this cover homage so many times that this one kind of took my breath away. It's actually a really, really nice version of it. And they captured the filminess perfectly of Alex Ross's painting. Fantastic. Oh man, poor Vampirella. You can see her femur. I know. Poor kid. You see that the end of Old Country for No Man when Shigar gets in the auto wreck and one of the kids on the bicycle is like, look at that freaking bone.
Look at that fucking bone.
That was the one time Shigar didn't kill a person based on having been seen by them. I guess the arm that he usually flips the coin with was out of commission. Look at that friggin' bone. Yeah. Great stuff, Davis. Per usual, man. The original art, the Ren figure. Beautiful stuff, man. I got all night to work on those. Maybe even... Well, I'm not going to be doing any reading with these eyes. Look like I've been staring at the sun. Anyway, thanks very much, man. These are great books. Sorry for the long video, but that was a lot of books to go through. And I had to do my Donna Troy jokes, so that didn't help. Anyway, appreciate it very much. Hopefully you like the stuff that I sent you way. And thanks for helping me with the other stuff. And yeah, hopefully it's a fun little enterprise. I'm gonna go have some food and rest my eyes. And you guys, thank you for watching. My hand in the way. And yeah, enjoy what you're collecting, and talk to you later. Bye.
Me gusta mi reggae, me gusta punk rock, pero la cosa que me gusta más es panochita, por la nalga en el aire, if you know who you